quite a lot to get done today. This motor has to go back in, and in addition to that, everything else is going back in, including the wheels and everything is going back in. And if we get anything along the way, we're going to assess. If it doesn't require to remove the motor, there is no need to do so. So this clutch is for E46 and it's fit on this one. It fits on the transmission, and if I go run on the transmission, and there it's fit. So we are going to use this one. This is a race mode stage 3 clutch. And last night I made a clutch alignment tool. I 3D printed this, and oh boy, how amazing this is. And it goes right in here. If you're interested, I can send you the 3D file, the step file, or whatever you call it, so you can use it. See that? And it's also has the splines, the red spline for both, whether it is for this one or for this one, it's fit. All right, next up, gotta put the transmission in. I don't even know why I care about cleaning up this, but okay. It's a little bit tricky. Let me have space. Okay, from this moment, it was just putting the engine in, just try to adjust it properly and get it seated. It was actually easier to do it this way than using the hose from the top and stuff like that. Given that I removed all the bumper and everything else, it was just easier to hook the engine. And then comes the moment where I had to start the engine. All right, it is the following day. Where we left off last night, I was unable to crank it. But earlier this morning, when I was redoing some stuff, again, because I unplugged it and I left it unplugged the battery, I left the battery unplugged the whole night. I came this morning, I was able to crank it. Looks like it might have solved the issue, because probably when I first put the the battery back on, the this harness was unplugged, and probably the DME didn't reset when I put back the battery. So now we should be fine to crank it again. And then comes the moment where I had to start the engine. You might guess it, the engine didn't start, the car didn't start at all. You may asking, hey, did I miss anything? But actually at this particular stage, the issue was the clutch. My clutch was not working properly, and that was caused from the clutch disc that I talked about earlier. I thought I will upgrade to another clutch disc, but unfortunately that clutch disc has too much of meat. It's too thick and it was not compatible with 228i transmission. So I took it out. I had to the following day I worked out, I removed the transmission, and I put in the OEM clutch, the OEM clutch disc. All right, so I don't know if this is the problem or the clutch plate is the problem. Two options. Right now I am going to try with the clutch plate. That means I'm going to remove the transmission and put back the OEM clutch plate and see if I can start it. If that doesn't work, then we change this. It's actually the other way around that I'm doing it, by ordering this one, and then if this is not the issue, then we remove the plates that I got, because that plate is for the M3, but it's just a clutch plate. Or maybe because it's a little bit what do you call it, it's thicker compared to the OEM plates that I have, so maybe that's causing it. So I am going to put back the OEM clutch plate and then try to start the car, because everything else seems about okay. But just that clutch plate that I need to change, because looks like it's not compatible. It's a lot of work to do that than this one, because I'm just thinking what could potentially cause this to fail. I really don't see what caused this to fail. I really don't see it. What can cause this switch to fail? I don't see it. I really don't. This is what I was trying to use, because I noticed that it has 22 splines there inside here. It says the inside here, it says 22 splines, and it fits correctly to the transmission, but unfortunately it's too thick. These are too thick, and it was causing the clutch not to work properly. Now let's start the car. Let me see if I have fuel over here, because this is where we determine if I have fuel. Yeah, there is fuel. Well, there is fuel. How about here? Yeah. Yeah, there is fuel. All right, I am running Easter. I'm running Diagnostic with Easter to see what's going on, but maybe the battery, I don't know, because it just displayed that the battery is dead. So I plugged in the jumper. I don't know if I plugged in correctly. Worst case scenario, I may just come back and plug the jump over here, put one here, and then put one on the neutral here, ground wire. Probably I may do that, but let me wait what Easter gives me. Now I see some smoke. And pretty much for the whole night, I was trying to figure out what's going on. What did I miss? I was looking at my steps. What did I miss here and there? The car just didn't cut it, didn't start. I thought maybe it was the battery. I went and bought a new battery. As you can see me here trying to troubleshoot, and it was already late at night, around 11 p.m., close to 12 a.m., trying to figure out what was going on. It just didn't cut it. I left it a couple of days and I decided to do the test. I did the compression test as well as the leak down test. The compression test on cylinder 3 and 4, I got something. Look at the manual. They say the PSI that I will get when the engine is cold, I will get somewhere between 25, and exactly the 25. That's what I was getting on cylinder 20, on cylinder 3 and 4. Cylinder 1 and 2 completely dead, zero reading, no compression. I did the leak down test. I got about 60% loss on the leak down test. So I assume it could have been the head. I removed the head and swapped with another head. Put back the head. That just didn't cut it. My friend actually came from PE, and he came, man, he helped out. We worked out one of the Saturdays. We worked out really hard the whole day. The car just didn't start. And up until today, where we are, the car is not starting, and it's actually mixing coolant. So the coolant is mixing with the oil. That's where we are right now, and there isn't anything else I can do other than I need to get another bottom block. It's said that I cannot reuse this bottom block anymore because that is where I could think is problematic, because they had already swapped about 3 cylinder heads and that just not doing it. And it is what it is. Right now I am going to use the stock block, and I left it at the machine shop. I was supposed to get it Saturday as I'm recording this video. I was supposed to get it, but you know, those machine shop, they are who they are. Sometimes they will work your they do your stuff faster, sometimes they are just slow. So slow this weekend, they did not work it out, so they will probably have it ready by Monday. I don't know if I will have enough time on Monday to work on it, because the one that is assembled, I need to disassemble it, and I had to do other things on that one. I supposed to do the test, pressurize the head and see where I could see the leak, but I don't have time for that. So the other block is the one that I'm going to use, and just stay tuned on that one. Thank you. I had to cut this video. It was almost like 1 hour, but I didn't see the need of keeping it 1 hour, but I think I'll just end it here. You know what's going on. I tried everything that I could, but the block is not, it's just not worth it. I tried the best that I could. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.